Hello, everyone. I'm Sophia.
And I'm Jake. And before we jump in, can we just say, please, please, please hit that subscribe button and give us a like if you enjoy this episode.
Yes, your support means so much to us. It helps more learners find our channel, and it keeps us going with fresh content every week.
All right, let's get into it. Today, we're tackling one of the biggest problems English learners face: understanding fast English.
You know that moment when you're watching a movie or listening to a podcast and suddenly the English just melts together? You're like, was that even English?
Right? Native speakers say things like, "What you doing?" or "I'm gonna have to go." And we're not even trying to be difficult.
It's just how natural speech works. We connect words, use contractions, skip sounds, speak fast, and it's super confusing if you're still learning.
But don't worry, we've got your back. Today, we're going to share 5 powerful techniques that will help you train your ears and brain to understand English, even when it's fast.
These are real tips that will make a difference if you use them. They're easy, practical, and they work for learners at all levels, especially A1 to B2.
So, grab a drink, get cozy, and let's learn how to become confident English listeners.
Let's start with the first tip, and it's super simple. Predict before you listen.
Now, this doesn't mean you have to be a mind reader. It just means take a few seconds before you start listening to something and ask yourself, what do I think this is going to be about?
Your brain loves to prepare. If you're about to watch a video about cooking, ask, will I hear words like boil, fry, chop, recipe, ingredients?
It's like turning the lights on before you walk into a room. You see everything better.
Even if your prediction is only 50% right, that's okay. What matters is your brain is awake and ready.
Here's an example. If I say, today we're going to talk about travel, your brain might start thinking, okay, plane, airport, suitcase, maybe delay or flight.
And when I later say, we had to cancel our trip because the flight got delayed, your brain goes, aha! It already had the idea of trip and flight in mind. You understand it faster.
It's such a small habit, but it's powerful. Just 10 seconds of prediction can help your brain connect new sounds to ideas more easily.
Okay, tip number 2. Don't try to understand every single word.
So many learners make this mistake. They panic when they hear a new word and they think, oh no, I didn't get that. But relax, you don't need 100%.
Instead, focus on the main message. What is the person trying to say overall?
Here's an example. Someone says, I didn't go to the party because I had a splitting headache. Even if you don't know splitting, you know they didn't go to the party, they had a headache, that's why they stayed home.
Exactly. You understood the idea, and that's the real goal, not memorizing every single word.
Another one. We ran into some unexpected delays at the airport, but we finally made it to Paris. Maybe unexpected or delays are new for you, but you catch something happened at the airport, it caused a problem, but in the end, they got to Paris.
Boom! Mission accomplished. So remember, focus on the big picture. If you understand 60 to 70%, that's already great. The rest will come with time and practice.
Tip number 3 is one of my favorites. Listen more than once.
Yes, most people listen just one time and then stop. But honestly, that's like watching a movie once and saying you fully understood every detail. No way!
The first time you listen, your brain is just catching up. It's trying to hear the sounds, understand the rhythm, follow the speaker.
The second time, your brain is ready. Now you understand more. You recognize phrases, you catch things you missed the first time.
By the third time, you notice small details, maybe a new expression, a joke, or a new word. It's like peeling an onion, layer by layer.
It's also kind of like a song. You hear it once, cool. You hear it 5 times, now you're singing along.
That's so true. And that's the same with English. Repetition builds understanding. Don't be afraid to hit replay.
Okay, we've shared 3 tips so far. Predict before you listen, focus on the main idea, and listen more than once.
And we've got 2 more powerful techniques coming up in part 2, including how to guess new words without a dictionary and how to focus better when listening.
Part 2 is up next, and we'll help you take your listening skills to the next level. All right, let's now continue and dive into the next 2 listening techniques. These last 2 are simple but super effective, and honestly, most learners don't use them, so you'll have a big advantage if you do.
Absolutely. So far, we've talked about predicting before you listen, focusing on the main idea, and listening more than once. Now it's time for technique number 4, and it's a powerful one. So here it is. Use context to guess the meaning of new words.
This is such an important skill because, let's face it, when you're listening to native speakers, you will hear words you don't know.
And that's totally okay. You don't need to understand every word. The key is to keep going and use what's around the new word, the context, to help you guess what it means.
Context means the situation, the other words in the sentence, the topic being discussed, and even the speaker's tone of voice.
Let's try an example. Listen to this. I was starving, so I ate 3 sandwiches in 5 minutes. Maybe you don't know the word starving, but what do you understand?
Well, you hear that the person ate 3 sandwiches and fast. So starving probably means very, very hungry.
Exactly. You guessed the meaning from the rest of the sentence. You used context.
Let's try one more. We had to cancel the picnic because it started pouring. If you don't know the word pouring, think about the situation. They canceled a picnic, so maybe it started to rain?
Yep. Pouring means raining heavily. You didn't need a dictionary. You just needed to think about the story.
And here's the cool part. The more you do this, the easier it gets. Your brain starts to recognize patterns. You start to feel confident even when you hear new vocabulary.
And honestly, this is how native speakers understand new words too, even in their own language. We all use context every day.
So next time you hear a word you don't know, don't pause or panic. Instead, think, what's the situation? What are the other words telling me? What's the feeling here?
And if you're really curious, you can always check the dictionary after the listening is done. But during the moment, trust yourself. Use your brain's natural ability to connect the dots.
All right, our final technique today is so simple but so powerful. Don't multitask while you're listening to English.
Yeah, this one's huge. A lot of learners try to combine English listening with doing the dishes, walking around, texting friends, or scrolling TikTok.
And sure, passive listening has its place, like background English when you're cooking. But if you really want to understand fast English, your brain needs your full attention.
Imagine having a deep conversation with a friend. Would you be checking your phone the whole time? Of course not. You'd be looking at them, listening, focused. English learning is the same. Give it your attention, and it will reward you.
So here's what we suggest. Set a timer for 10 to 15 minutes each day. During that time, no distractions, no phone, no texting, no chores, just listening.
Sit down, maybe close your eyes or look at the speaker if it's a video. Focus fully on the sounds, the rhythm, the emotion.
And if you want to go further, try shadowing. That means repeating what the speaker says right after they say it. You can pause the audio, copy their voice, then play the next part.
Shadowing helps your brain think in English. It trains your mouth, your ears, and your mind all at the same time.
So remember, multitasking might save time in daily life, but for learning English, single tasking is the secret.
Let's do a quick review of the 5 techniques you've learned today and in the last episode.
Here they are. 1. Predict before you listen. 2. Focus on the main idea. 3. Listen more than once. 4. Use context to guess new words. 5. Don't multitask. Give English your full attention even for just 10 minutes.
If you use even 2 or 3 of these, your listening will improve fast. But if you try all 5 consistently, you'll notice a huge difference.
So here's your quick challenge. Choose one short podcast or video in English, something around 3 to 5 minutes long.
Before you hit play, do technique number 1. Make a prediction. What do you think the speaker will talk about?
Then play it once. Just listen. Then listen again and try to find the main idea. And finally, listen a third time and use the context to guess the meaning of any new words.
And of course, turn off your phone and focus fully while listening.
Try this challenge just 2 or 3 times a week, and your ears will get sharper. You'll start understanding faster English with more confidence.
Learning to understand fast English takes time, but you're doing amazing. If you've made it this far, you're serious about improving, and we're so proud of you.
Yeah, and remember, you don't have to be perfect. Just be consistent. Every time you listen with focus, you grow stronger.
So keep listening, keep learning, and please, please, please subscribe to our channel for more content.
We'll be back soon with more English tips and fun conversations.
Until then, stay curious, stay confident, and keep practicing.
Bye for now, and happy listening.